Hi, it's Ellen from BBC Music introducing in Cambridgeshire. Welcome to the first of our BBC IntroCambs Essentials. So, while we're going through a bit of a rocky period, a bit of difficult time in our history, we thought we'd bring you some of the things that keep you going, some fun, some laughter, and most importantly, some music. So, we've got a series of acts for you tonight, all doing something a little bit different. We're going to be playing tracks from the room that is probably most used in your house, the bathroom. So we're going to kick start tonight with Ellie Dixon. How are you doing, Ellie?
Hey, I'm doing good.
What are some of the things that are keeping you going through isolation?
Music. I work from home a lot anyway, so I feel like the last 6 months have just been preparation for isolation. Yeah, it's rough because I think for a lot of artists you have the isolated side and then you have the gig side, which is like your time to actually interact with people. So it's been difficult not seeing people, but there's been so much collaboration and support online for artists, and I've been able to kind of work more with people than I would have in different ways. So there's always a silver lining.
I've seen you've been doing quite a few of those sort of music challenges that have been going round.
Yeah.
What's the highlight so far? Which has been your favourite challenge?
I literally finished one today and posted it by a guy called L Train, and it was all the backings are amazing. Like they're so the producers that put out these challenges know their so it's know their stuff. So yeah, it's been really cool. I had like Jordan Rakai comment on one of my posts, so that's probably the highlight of my life, is it?
And what's one of the things that isn't music that is just keeping you going? Can be literally anything, super random. What is the one thing that you think is an absolute godsend in these times?
My dogs. My dogs are keeping me alive. Yeah, like cuddles. They love everyone being in the house now, so they're always after attention. So if I'm sad, I just hug my dog and yeah.
So before we see the session that you've done for us, shout out your isolation crew. Who are you isolating with?
I'm isolating with the family. We got mum, we got dad, we got my sister, we got my grandpa, and the two dogs. It's a non-stop party, guys. Yeah, no, it's good, and yeah, I mean, my family are all we're together, so hopefully it'll be good soon.
Brilliant. Thanks so much for being our first act on our BBC IntroCambs Essentials. So we're going to see your take on your latest single, Ugly, from your bathroom.
It's time for a knockdown of everything you see now. Pretty faces and curves and absence of words. Have we dropped the ball now? It's time for a smackdown of everything you lack now. If you make your eyes bigger and pout like a winner with a glitter and gold. Knock down, oh, knock down. It's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. I wanna see you get ugly, oh get ugly now. Swear you never come back down. Oh honey, get loose right now. Once you get a taste of the good life, eating up the sunshine, you will get hit by a surprise. You get too tired when you're looking that nice. I wanna see you get ugly, see you get ugly, get ugly. It's time for a takedown of everything you hate now. And honey, you'll find it's all in your mind. You've got the control now. It's time for a smackdown to knock out the grey clouds. Time to reassess the weird little mess we've made for ourselves now. Pretty yet, am I gonna make the boys think that I am the one to get got? A lot of talent, but a bone headed, I guess doesn't make a difference if I make my lips bigger. I said, but trying hard to make the girls feel better since then they're all pretty. Makes it sound like your mouth is big or small, cause you're beautiful. Now take up the beautiful, emphasize the size and the brain and how you use it, cause you're ugly. They'll tell you you're ugly, but make that be lovely. You don't have to cut deep, that big nose and small hips will love it. Go shake it, look into the mirror, put face and say good. diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. I wanna see you get ugly, oh get ugly now. Swear you never come back down. Oh honey, get loose right now. Once you get a taste of the good life, eating up the sunshine, you won't get hit by a surprise. You get too tired when you're looking that nice. I wanna see you get ugly, see you get ugly. And everything you want in comes from within. You can feel like trash or royalty in the same skin. Everything you need in. Give to yourself. Your body's there for function. Don't put fashion over health. Everything you want in comes from within. You can feel like trash or royalty in the same skin. Everything you need in. Give to yourself. Your body's there for function. Don't put fashion over health. I wanna see you get ugly, oh get ugly now. Swear you never come back down. Money get loose right now. Once you get a taste of the good life, the sunshine, you will get hit by a surprise. You get too tired when you're looking that nice. I wanna see you get ugly, see you get ugly. Let me go and see you get ugly, oh get ugly now. Swear you never come back down. Loose right now. Once you get a taste of the good life, eating up the sunshine, hit by a surprise. You get too tired when you're looking that nice. I wanna see you get ugly, see you get ugly, get ugly.
Ellie Dixon and her latest single, Ugly, from her bathroom. So the next act that we're thrown over to is Hybrid MP. How are you doing, Hybrid?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks. And yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you. Tell us about your isolation situation. Where are you and who are you with?
Well, I'm at home. I'm with my dad, my two sisters, Faith and Yelly, and my mum, and my TV, and my laptop, and my phone.
What are you doing to keep yourself entertained, occupied, and keeping those creative juices flowing?
I've made a lot of music. I watched a load of live footage of big guys like Kendrick Lamar. That's what I was doing today, and a bunch of others, which is pretty cool. Other than that, a lot of Netflix, a lot of listening to music, and the COVID-19 memes are pretty good as well.
And you had quite a lot coming up over summer. You had a couple of big festivals lined up and some really cool gigs.
Yeah.
What's the current situation with you regarding them, and how are you feeling about that?
I'm more than certain 2 of them have already cancelled. One of them has moved to a lot later in the summer, but they're going to be putting on an event on anyway. So a lot of it is kind of still up in the air, really, which is kind of frustrating, but it is what it is.
Yeah. And what is, aside from that, what is the worst thing? Maybe not sort of about gigs being cancelled, but about being trapped inside. What are you enjoying the least?
The least? The pub. Not being able to see friends, not having rehearsals every Wednesday, which sucks. And the weekends. I actually miss going to work as well, believe it or not.
And what's the best bit? Contrast that. What's the best bit?
Chilling with my sisters, chilling with my family, and watching TV. And drinking at home, I guess. From
Yes. So you've written a song that is all about kind of what we hinted at earlier, things that you plan to do this summer. What was the motivation behind this track, aside from missing out on these things? Was this something that you just bought out of that, not being able to do those things, or is there sort of something a bit deeper than that?
Pretty much. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain because I've only spent one whole day with the song, so I haven't listened to it all that much. I haven't really analysed that track all that much. The more and more I listen to it, the more I want to start again. So I've kind of left it. So I don't know. It's more of a rant about everything I plan to do this summer, basically.
And that, of course, is the name of the track. And very much like Ellie and like the other tracks you're going to hear tonight, direct from your bathroom.
Everything I plan to do this summer's gone to waste, it feels like. Everything I plan to do this summer's gone to waste, it feels like. Everything I planned to do this summer's gone to waste. Where we need this all to end with a little bit of haste. See, I thought it was a joke, but this COVID is a killer that's legit. Stay inside, don't provoke. We weren't ill-informed, we were ill-equipped. Now we all conform, can't believe this true. How is this a norm? Are we gonna come unstuck, come undone? Yeah, we all contort, clutch at straws, searching for a last resort. See, I just want a pub garden. I want a Stella, then a Cronenberg with Ben Carmen. I want a Jammy 666 till way past 6 with Jim Beam and Coke. When that's all we got left, I miss an all-nighter. When it gets a little late, when it gets a little bait, stutter on my speech like a typewriter. Say I'm fine even though I'm in a state. I'll say I'm fine even though I'm in a state. I wish to sing my sorrow, laugh a joke like there ain't tomorrow, cause this time is borrowed and I wanna see an endless stream of pretty women in fine linen. Just before I crash and end my night with fried chicken. See, these days will soon be over, just stay inside as long I know. Money running low, kinda glad that there ain't nowhere we can go. Roll another one, take another sip, maybe go for a walk with your lover or your friend. Maybe take time to clear your head, get ahead, cleanse your soul, get back to feeling whole, it's a process. Get back to feeling a whole, it's a process. Now I'm crawling through my slumber, miss my homies really do. Man, these times are awfully lonely, do you feel it too? But I'm lucky that I got my family here to hold me. See, I paced up and down like 30,000 times. I guess I'll take another seat, try and write another 30,000 lines and hope it rhymes. It's crazy how I'm uninspired. Watch the news, I've probably heard like 30,000 lines. I swear everything shapeshifts. With this mutating virus, we're all going crazy, right? Sleep till noon and lay awake at night, picturing the end in sight. See, I sleep till noon and lay awake at night, picturing the end in sight. See, these days will soon be over, just stay inside as long I know. Money running low, kinda glad that there ain't nowhere we can go. Roll another one, take another sip, maybe go for a walk with your lover or your friend. Maybe take time to clear your head, get ahead, cleanse your soul, get back to feeling whole, it's a process. Get back to feeling a whole, it's a process. Everything I planned to do this summer's gone to waste, it feels like. Everything I planned to do this summer's gone to waste, it feels like. It feels like.
Everything I Plan to Do This Summer by Hybrid MP. The next track we've got is from Jack, from Idolising Nova. How are you doing, Jack?
Yeah, good, thanks.
You look like you're in quite a cool environment. Where are you?
It's just my dining room.
That's pretty cool. So tell us a bit about your isolation situation. Who are you with?
I'm just with my wife Jess, dog Hugo. I'm still working at the moment, so I'm still out and about. And we've not killed each other yet, so it's going alright.
What do you do, if you don't mind me asking? Why are you still out and about? You know, why are you still working?
Well, my job I normally like sell to supermarkets, but at the moment I'm just going in and just helping them out with making sure I've got enough stock and stuff like that. So feeding the nation, I guess, is what I'm currently doing. So but it's like I say, it's good to be out and about still, really, and actually get out with it, get out and with it.
That is such a brilliant job and such a great thing, you know, to be doing and contributing at this time. What are you doing to keep those, you know, creative juices flowing? What are you doing to stay creative when your job is clearly quite demanding?
Just writing. All we can do at the moment is write. Just writing and getting ready so that when we can go and record or when we can play gigs, we've got new material. So I think that's all we can really do at the moment. We're trying to do what we can in terms of like little live sessions between us. But it's just hard, isn't it, when you can't be in the same room as each other. But yeah, just writing really, and lots of writing.
And tell us about how the other members of the band are getting on. You know, unlike the other two acts that we've already heard from tonight, you know, you're the first that we've spoken to who is in a band. How are you making that dynamic work?
They're both working as well, so we're all still pretty busy, but we're just doing what we normally do and just fire ideas across like in our WhatsApp group, and that's how we've always written. To be fair, we've always found if we get into a room and try and force the writing, it just never happens. It's when it's forced, it just doesn't really come to us. So we're always just pinging ideas to each other in our WhatsApp group, and then building on ideas that we like that someone's put in. So in terms of that, it hasn't really changed. The only thing that has changed is obviously we're not rehearsing. We can't go and record, which is the most annoying thing at the moment, is that we're writing a lot, but we can't get in the studio to obviously record it. So But no, it hasn't really affected us too much, other than all gigs obviously being cancelled and can't record.
So the track you're taking on in your bathroom, of course, is your latest release that came out, in the midst of all this madness and craziness that's going on. How has that affected, the release of this track and what you guys had set up around it?
It's impacted. We were going to have gigs around it, which is always a good thing. I think to have a random release, just get out and play it live and enjoy that side of it. Other than that, if anything, it might have helped in the sense that more people are probably listening to music than normally on a daily basis. People got more time to check stuff out that they've seen online. So, like, in terms of like streaming numbers and the amount of views on our videos and stuff, it's probably been better. If not, it's definitely not been worse. So, I think it's come at a good time. I think to release music. I think a lot of artists are putting it off, putting off releasing stuff till this all blows over. But then I guess there's going to be a big, massive influx of new music. Because if you're carrying on at the moment, if you can, then your music's going to be heard and probably in a better position to release at that point than not doing anything for a while. But
So we'll hear your take now. Idolising Nova, you and Chris in this video as well. Set the world on fire. Thanks so much for your time, Jack.
Thanks for having us. Cheers.
Don't wanna jump your schedule for. Do you have any faith in yourself at all? You wanna down, you're full of fear. But if we do this, you will smile from ear to ear. You know who you wanna be, and I know you've got dreams, and it's clear that you've been doing alright. But if we put our dreams together, two brains are always better. Together we can set the world alight. So take me high, take me higher. Together we can set the world on fire. No one can bring us down. We will be the talk of the town. Don't wanna swim, you scared you'll drown. Going I'm around, nobody's going down. Don't wanna cry, you say it's weak, but it's better than tiny in the other cheek. You know who you wanna be, and I know you've got dreams, and it's clear that you've been doing alright. But if we put our dreams together, two brains are always better. Together we can set the world alight. So take me high, take me higher. Together we can set the world on fire. No one can bring us down. We will be the talk of the town. So take me high, take me higher. Together we can set the world on fire. No one can bring us down. We will be the talk of the town now. Take me high, take me higher. Together we can set the world on fire. No one can bring us down. We will be the talk of the town now. We will be the talk of the town. So take me higher. Together we can set the world on fire. No one can bring us down. We will be the talk of the town. So take me high, take me higher. Together we can set the world on fire. No one can bring us down. We will be the talk of the town now. We will be the talk of the town.
Idolising Nova and Set the World on Fire. The next act who we're talking to is the front man of Flintmore. Francis, how are you doing?
Doing all right, thank you very much. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. That is a lot of books I can see in your background. Is that what's getting you through isolation?
I do like reading and other bits and bobs and stuff. I'm probably not reading as much. You go through different phases, don't you? Sometimes you're just like, yeah, all about books, all about that book life. And then, sometimes all about Netflix and Amazon Prime and whatever else is going on. So, yeah.
So what's your isolation situation like? Who are you with? Where are you?
Over here it's all right. I'm with my family at the moment. Apart, away from my girlfriend. It's a wee bit tricky, but as all things go, it's all right. I like being with my family, and being able to support my folks and all my little siblings I have around. I've got quite a large family, so generally I'm able to help out and do stuff like that. So as day to day goes, it's all right. Some people have a lot rougher. I actually have a garden. Some people, they're in the kind of like block or whatever. That's tricky. That's hard.
And very similar situation to Jack. Obviously, your band, you're in quite a big band as well. How are you keeping in touch with those guys, and how are you, keeping together as a vibe, as a band? How's that dynamic working?
But it is tricky because when you're part of a band, like weekly band practices, they're like a heartbeat for your own band and such. And when of course the government says, "Hey, don't do that," of course, it throws that out of whack a little bit. So of course we generally, call each other, make sure that we're all right. If you're talking about in terms of Flintball and keeping projects going, it's a bit tricky. It's thrown everything out of whack. Because, of course, you get into a routine, a groove, an idea, you've got these projects, ideas, dreams, hopes, all that kind of stuff. And then suddenly everything's derailed and you have to learn how to be able to work out what the next thing's to do. Everybody's kind of hopped on doing the streaming stuff. But for me, it feels weird. Like, I often play with a band, I perform with a band. So the idea of doing stuff by myself feels strange. And I'm not used to it. So for some people, they can just hop on and be like, yeah, let's do the isolation kind of gigs and stuff like that. Me, I'm just like, I miss being in the same room with my band members and making too much noise. So, it's all right, but it takes some adapting. It takes a little bit of getting used to.
And I think, we've seen you as a band, you are so close, you really do have that family, vibe feeling between you. So that must be quite difficult. It is kind of like being away from your family.
It is, although mind you, Noah, our drummer, like we've got a few hardcore introverts. Like Noah, he always does our artwork and stuff. So him sitting by himself for long periods of time without anyone really disturbing him, it's absolutely class. He loves it. He's enjoying, the loving heck out of it. For him, it means he can crack on with artwork and other such things. And that's kind of what we're doing. I mean, we were going to release a single with Broken Pictures. We've pushed that along now a bit, just to kind of work out what's going on and do a show with it too. So for the likes of me and Maddie, we find it a bit more tricky because we generally like going out and saying hello to people and stuff like that. Live shows are wonderful. Some of the other band members are a little bit more comfortable. That's kind of how I suppose a group dynamic is.
Well, we're going to hear your take on Fighting Through the Rain now. Thanks so much for your time. Stay safe.
Take care.
Well,
the Rain. Thanks for that one, Francis. So the more rockier side of the show, we're going to end on a big one. Hells and Miller from Powderhead. How are you guys doing?
Hey, yeah,
Hey.
good, cheers.
We
Yeah.
can sort of see your isolation setup there. Are you guys just by yourself? Is there any pets, any animals?
No, just us two. No pets or animals, no other humans, just literally us, music in a house that needs to be renovated. It's all good.
And how are you coping with that, being in such close proximity?
I think we're pretty used to it, so we're all good. Yeah, we're both working from home, so it's an interesting situation. We obviously see a lot more of each other, but so far so good. But it has only been 3 weeks, so there's time.
And with writing and creating new music, is that something you're finding yourself doing a bit more of now? You forced to spend a bit more time together?
Well, we've been working on the up and coming album. We're supposed to be recording soon anyway, so we've been going through the process of sending each other ideas over email and working together to get some new songs written and stuff anyway. So it's been quite handy for us to have a bit of extra time to get on with that. Really, so.
And what are some of the things that are keeping you going? What are some of the things that you wake up and think, maybe it's something that you wouldn't thought of before, but now is an absolute godsend in the current situation?
I think having something to do all the time. I think keeping busy, and I think that's probably the thing that's kept me kind of sane, is just knowing that I've always got lots to do. So, still working from home, I've got lots of stuff to do with the band because we are doing our second album at the moment. So loads of work to do on that. We've got lots of stuff to do on the house. We're both kind of being crazy and learning new skills like plastering and flooring and tiling and all sorts. So yeah, we've got plenty to do, and I think that's something that's kept me in a sane. And the fact that we're being quite creative in this time, so we're writing new music. I think that helps.
And can I ask, is this the first time you've done a session in your bathroom?
Yes. Definitely the first time.
Yeah, the first time I brought my bass into a bathroom, I think.
Yeah. We've got quite a small bathroom, and Miller's bass is pretty massive. It's a Rickenbacker and it's huge, so it was it was quite a squeeze. There was only one place to go, and that was the bath.
Well, that's brilliant. We will hear the track now. Shotgun Riders, thanks so much for taking the time out tonight to talk to us, and thanks to everyone else as well. Do stay safe in these current climates, and we'll catch up with you soon.
You've been running your mouth so long, it's time to step
guys so much for taking the time out, and of course for getting really creative with your recordings from your bathroom. Make sure you stay safe, and yeah, hopefully we'll catch up soon.
Thank you.
See ya.
We actually leaving?
Yeah.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed those bathroom sessions as much as I did. Remember, if you're creating music, keep sending your tracks to us at bbc.co.uk/introducing. And keep your eyes across our socials too, at BBC IntroCambs on Insta and Twitter, and BBC Music Introducing in Cambridgeshire on Facebook. Until next time, stay indoors and stay safe.